Hi guys, this is Candle Burner's channel. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I make Mike's favorite recipe for, well, I usually do it at Thanksgiving, but he likes it all year round. Sweet potato pie. It's not hard, it's really easy, and I've got all the ingredients here ready to go, and I'm gonna go ahead and we'll get started. Doesn't take long at all. First, I have about a pound of white sweet potatoes, not the yams that everybody buys. These are actually white sweet potatoes, and I got them in the produce section of the grocery store, and I boiled them in hot water until they were soft, and then I ran cold water over them and skinned them. And then what we did was we mashed them up with a potato masher. The recipe says to just break them apart, but I go ahead and mash them, and that way it's not so hard on my mixer. So first, what we're gonna do is take softened butter and add to these potatoes, and we're going to mix them together real quickly until they're blended. Just like that. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be beautiful, just mixed. The next step is we stir in our sugar, which is a cup of sugar, milk, half a cup of milk, eggs, 2 eggs that I've put together, half a teaspoon of, that's one, half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, like that, half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, yummy, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Add all these ingredients together. That was easy. And now we're going to mix it again with the mixer, probably medium speed until it's smooth and resembles pumpkin pie, but it won't look exactly like a pumpkin pie. Okay, here we're all mixed and it's smooth. It looks a little odd, but that's just the butter that's in there. That butter was at room temperature, it wasn't melted. So that's what you're seeing is the little bits of butter. And next it's time to put it in the crust. And I made a pie crust from scratch. It's easy. Use the Betty Crocker cookbook recipe, folks. If I can do it, you can do it. One thing I will say just from experience, use Crisco. Don't skimp on the generic, you know, getting the generic thinking you're gonna save, because it's really awful stuff. I've had pies just totally ruined from not splurging on the real deal. So you wanna make sure you get Crisco. I poked holes in the bottom of that. You pour it in, scrape it out, and instead of crimping this pie crust, which was I usually do, what I've done with this is it's just plain, and because it's Thanksgiving, I have these little pie dough cutouts. They were a Christmas present last year. They're really, really cool. You roll out your pie dough and you put that in there and you push the plunger, and it actually makes the veins on the leaves, so you get something that looks like that. And I'm just gonna take these and attach them all around. I did not make enough. So, okay, I made some more leaves, and this little thing is really cool, so I figured I'd make a couple more and show you just how easy these are to work with. This is the oak leaf, I believe, and you put it in your dough, push it down. This little plunger, you just push it, pull it up, and you can use the plunger to get the dough out, and there you have it, your pretty little leaf. And you can stick it on anywhere that you think will look pretty. This is a souffle type of pie, so I kind of have one sticking out here into the actual pie, but I'm not sure how that's going to bake off. But if this were a fruit pie, you could have leaves all over it looking like they were blowing around. I'm just gonna stick this one like right here along this edge, and then I just have a couple little dough balls that I rolled up, and I'll stick some of those in places here and there so that they look like, you know, little berries, or any place that it looks like it might be a little flimsy. Let's see, I don't like the way that looks, so change that. Get back here. Sometimes they try to escape. You just got to make them do what you want. You're the boss. Okay, so we've got our leaves and some berries and extra dough for, you know, more leaves or whatever. I know at my house a couple of us like to eat raw pie dough. Sounds weird, but we love it. I've already preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and this is a shield. It will protect the crust to keep it from getting too brown. Now, because these leaves are sticking out from underneath this shield, I think I'm going to get some aluminum foil and just lay it around there too, so that they don't get, like, we don't want burnt black crispy yucky looking leaves. We want them to stay a nice golden brown color. So I'll put a little bit of foil around there, and we're going to pop it into the oven at 350 degrees for 55 to 60 minutes. This is going to puff up like a souffle, and then it'll sink back down as it cools, just like and it'll look kind of like a pumpkin pie, but it'll be paler. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off so you don't have to watch me fight with aluminum foil, and we're going to stick it in the oven. Okay, here it is. It's about all ready to go into the oven. I've covered it with the foil and then just put the shield back down on top of it. And I've never put leaves on a pie like this before, so I'm going to be just as surprised as you are to see how it turns out. So I'm going to put it into the oven and set our timer, and I'll check in with you guys in about an hour. Okay, here is our finished sweet potato pie with our leaves and the little berries. It turned out really pretty. It turned out better than I thought I would. But from what I understand and the opinion here in the house of the crew behind me, they're saying that it smells way, way, way better than it looks. So hot out of the oven, and let it cool down, and with or without whipped cream, it's very smooth, very sweet. They don't call it sweet potato pie for nothing. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Have a good one. Bye-bye.